What did you think about that game last night and what that win meant to the Red Wings?
Well, it's an NHL win, and what I mean by that is if the Red Wings want to be a real franchise, if they want to compete for a playoff spot, if you want to see the Yzer plan sort of developing and simmering right before your eyes, you've got to beat a good but not great Calgary Flames team at home, and they grinded one out. Like you said, Dylan Larkin had a goal. Philip Zadina, back from the dead, back from injury, scored the game-winning goal, which was incredible that a guy like him who has had such a disappointing career can come back and have such a big moment.
First game back, he gets his first goal.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those home wins that they just absolutely have to have. And then they have to parlay that, obviously, into beating Vancouver at home on Saturday. This is the stretch of the year where you can't let those ones slip away, against Calgary, against Vancouver, and Ville Husso, too. That save percentage last night. He's a guy that I think he's one of those goalies that has sort of solidified the position and can keep the Red Wings from sort of death spiraling like they did last year. I think just his presence alone, along with the continued development of Mo Seider, Lucas Raymond, I want to see Dominique Kubalik get back on track. I don't know. To me, it's funny with the Red Wings. I'm very bipolar with them because there have been very many losses where I've been like, all right, I'm done, they're out, and then they always bring me back in. And that was one of those games where it's like I was teetering. If they would have lost that game,
that would have been ugly.
I would have probably came in kind of pounding the table, honestly. But they didn't. They got the win. Philip Zadina, of all people, got the game-winning goal. I'm excited to see what they can do in this next stretch before the trade deadline. I think it will show a lot about this team. But right now, in the here and now, assuming that they beat a terrible Vancouver team on Saturday, I'm happy, but it's kind of a tempered happiness.
It is a tempered happiness, and yeah, Lucas Raymond did get injured, and he's down, and he's I don't know what the timetable is on his return, but we're going to see when more comes out on that. But you'd like to see Zadina stepping up, and in his first game back, getting the game-winning goal was very impressive. And like what you said about Ville Husso is absolutely correct. He faced 36 shots, he stopped 35 of them. You can't ask for a much better performance than that. And that was something that I wanted to see as well. I wanted to see how they could respond at home after a tough loss to Edmonton. And they go out there and they play a good game. Like you said exactly, they grind it out. And it was something that you need to do. You need those kind of wins in the NHL. You need to stay in the race if you're trying to get to a playoff spot, obviously, which is what this team's goals are.